All right, we're here with AJ. He top 4, top 8. He topped the Misty Mountain
I did.
case tournament.
And I played Phantom Knight.
Phantom Knight.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
And obviously we play 3 Torn Scales. This doesn't need introduction. This is a starter and extender, and it does everything you would want. Probably going to get limited. I play 3 boots. I go back and forth on playing 2 or 3 of these. But most of the time when I made Cherubini today, it was because I normal summoned a Phantom Knight, and then I had this in my hand and I was able to special it. In some instances, it's better than Tour Guide because you don't get ashed when you just plop these 2 on board. Torn Scales was in my hand all fucking day.
Broken.
And then I played 2 Ancient Cloak. This card is the best card to banish 4 Torn Scales because you either get this or you get the Stained Greaves. A lot of people don't play this, but I think it's amazing because when you open this, you can still extend with this because this special summon is only once per turn. So the Stained Greaves is pretty nuts. And then I also play the hands, obviously. Really good extender, get it to a graveyard and banish it to get the trap to grave shit. And the 1000 attack comes up every once in a while. I just dropped a tour guide. All right, here we go.
There you go. Got it?
Yeah.
We're good.
I played 2 tour guides. I would play 0, but this card's just really good. There's a lot of extenders in this deck, so you can like immediately bait out any hand trap that they have because people see this card and shit their pants, which happened a lot today. It happened a lot to the Torn Scales too. People will imperm this, people will imperm this. They just stop these, and I got like 3 extra extenders in my hand, and I'm like, all right, thank you, guy. Like, it was fun to know you. There's the graph and the Siri, get off of them. I don't play any other BAs because what the fuck is the point?
It just action bricks.
Yeah. This is a little weird. I play, the odds of drawing this with Tour Guide is low, so I don't play 2, but it is really nice to have because it does chain block. But I feel like this is a better card in general, and I play 1 of each just because I like to have the variants. Like if you draw Rhoda and you already have the stones, you can kind of pick which one of these you want to do, like what you want to play around and shit. This doesn't activate, obviously, so against decks like Sword Soul, you could just plop it on the board and you're able to like try to advance your board state and shit. Play the 2 Psychics, obviously. I only play 1 E-Telly, but we'll get to that later. The 2 Dangers, pretty standard. I drew these a lot with Torn Scales today, probably why I did great, because that's just an automatic Cherubini. I play 3 Ash and 3 Veiler. I don't play Imperm because I'm a retard and I can't figure out how to do the combo without using Brigandine. And if you have Imperm in your graveyard, you can't use Brigandine the turn you set it, so I just play these. But Veiler was the MVP all day. I always drew it off of Danger. I always drew it off of the Celestial draws. It was just nice to always have it, and it's really good against Sword Soul. There's the 2 idiots who send off the Fusion Destiny. This card is absolutely busted. A lot of people in this deck in particular play 2 Malian and Denier because Denier is a level 3 and Malicious can help you extend and stuff, but I'm greedy as shit. I just love to draw 2. This draw effect never really came up, like the in draw phase if you draw a monster special, it never came up, but this is just absolutely insane. And then the auto win card.
Yeah, FTK.
Yeah. The best card in my deck is right here. Set it, activate it, just show it to people. Like,
yeah, extend the hand.
Yeah.
Drops is a lot, dude.
This is nuts. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't take, obviously, like I take 1 out going first, but I still leave 2 in going first just because it's so good to set. You leave extra critters on board all the time, so you can just send them to the graveyard and randomly negate shit. I think 3 is correct. I've played it at 1, I've played it at 2, and now I've played it at 3. Just drawing this just relieves all stress that Yu-Gi-Oh could possibly give you. There was a game where I drew this in Scythe, and I was like, wow, it doesn't matter what my opponent has, just they die. Like, all the cards are limited to 1. I don't play 2 of this just because of space. If I were to play 2 of it, I guess I would take out a boots, but I think 1 is just fine.
You prefer the Phantom Knife's name over like the random extender?
Yeah. Especially because in grindy games, when you just keep putting Torn Scales back in the graveyard, just being able to keep banishing cloaks to search more boots and being able to just randomly summon boots is just real nice, because then you could just keep making break swords and linking up and stuff. 3 Fog Blade, because I want to go first. A lot of people are playing 2 of this. I just think this card is absolutely fantastic in the meta right now, so I play 3. It's also really good to draw when you have Torn Scales or something like that, because you can just keep going. And then I play the Brigandine, obviously. And then the Night Sword. I play this over the Wings, because this gives your Appaloosa an extra 800 attack. And if they try to kill it, like if they go to battle phase and try to kill it, you can kill this instead. So, pretty nice. It never fucking came up, but that's why I played
Did you ever miss, because if you play the sword, you can't do the double Scythe play, right? The double pop, or can you still do that with the sword?
You can still do it. This still banishes from grave.
Okay, so you just have to send that and the fog blade then or something? I don't know how it works.
Yeah, you can still banish this from grave to summon a Phantom Knight.
Okay, cool.
Link Spider for the Brigandine, so you can have 2 effect monsters. Cherubini, obviously, the fact that this card sends for cost is probably a problem eventually, but yeah, just it's so reassuring just to be able to, like, no matter what happens, if they negate this for whatever reason, you
already got the broken effect.
Yeah, and it will always come back, because even if they kill it, and this happened today, if they kill it, you still summon the graph dies, and it brings out the seer dies, and it brings this back, and it's like, good job, idiot. Like, the Fantastic Duo, the Dagda and the Anaconda. This card should probably be banned. I always said that it's fine. They can just make fusion cards that don't have fusion in the name, but it's probably just a mistake to have this card, because no matter what happened to me today, I could get ashed, Imperm, Nibiru'd, this hit the board, and DPE came out, and I got Nibiru'd, and I still Scythed my opponent because I drew Scythe, and I play the Link Spider, so
like a sicko, let's go.
Good luck, my guy. Phoenix, just because Tikaboo and Anti-Spell and all that shit, I want to get rid of it. And the Unicorn, just because it's probably the best Link 3 to go into Bardiche. I mean, not Bardiche, fucking Access Code, yeah, thank you. I was holding the Bardiche. The Bardiche, this card's insane. I hope it never gets banned again, because I absolutely love this card.
Then you get a second also.
The fact that it can't be used as link material makes it fair, don't at me. Appaloosa, I didn't make her much, because I was trying to play more conservatively today, because usually I just shit my hand out on the board, but today I was trying to play so Pinot would be proud of me. Shout out to Pinot and Elijah. But yeah, she's real good. There was 2 or 3 times where I was able to make her as my 5th summon and still make this, and just my opponents usually just scooped, because I don't know how, but I can sense Nibiru. And Access Code, fucking phenomenal card. It used to be that I wouldn't play this, but now I'm playing the Wind, I'm playing the Fire. Dagda is pretty much, and Link Spider, there's a lot more than Dark in the extra deck now, so he's pretty good. Only play the 1 Leviair because I don't play F-Zero anymore, because you have to do extra shit and use extra resources to make the F-Zero, and I think Appaloosa is probably just better, to be honest. Especially because if they leave the Appaloosa there, your access code is fucking gigantic. And then the 2 Break Sword. This card was the 2nd best card today behind Droplet. Making this under Cherubini and baiting out Barons was all I was doing all day, because they can't destroy it. And then
God, people just don't read cards, man. That's crazy.
And then
God, that's also such a sick interaction, though. Break Sword is also just disgusting.
Yeah, and I played against a Sword Soul guy he made Shenshin and Baron, and just the fact that, you know, you can go straight into Break Sword, bait out everything, and then, you know, like Xyz's material isn't technically leaving the field, so you just bring them right back as level 4s, and just keep going is just pretty nuts. I don't think I won a single time I made this card, so I don't know why the fuck I played. This card is just weird with DPE. I don't know if I would keep playing it, but I think I did win 1 or 2 that I made it, but I would just like shotgun it, and it just, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to use it. I am kind of retarded. And we got a DP. I guess I don't know how to use this card either. Right before Top Cut, I could have won the match if I just did the standby phase right. I decided to do this before I did anti-spell, and he was able to droplet me, and let's just not talk about it.
So we can move on.
Yeah, let's go yesterday. Going first cards. I'm a fucking terrorist, so
let's go floodgates.
I'm just kidding. Boy. FBI listening.
FBI, he's not half cap. He's not a pipe bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 anti-spell in the Imperial Order. I only drew these. I only drew one of these 3 like 4 times today, and I won 3 out of the 4. So these cards should probably be dealt with. This card should definitely be banned. And the card that I sided those in for was Dark Ruler No More. I only played 2 of these just because. I don't even know why, really. I think I tried this format. You can kind of deal with their board before they make it. It's not like you know, like shit onto the board no matter how many hand traps you have. Like Sword Soul is pretty weak to Valor. Random rogue decks are really weak to Nibiru still. So I think just 2 is fine because you don't want to keep drawing it. I did play 3 Droll. I played this specifically for Drytron. Didn't play a single Drytron matchup today, but if I did, they would have pissed themselves because I play Droll. 2 Lancia. Again, there's not many matchups this is good against except for Phantom Knight, but
I would rather just.
I feel like in Phantom Knight, you don't really need the Lancia. Well, I mean, obviously, you'll side this in anyway, but like, if neither player sees Lancia, with most mirror matches, just the better player will win. And I'm not saying I'm the best Phantom Knight player or anything, but like, you just gotta try. And like, that's the only deck that this is really good against, so I only play 2. I play 3 of getting rid of back row shit. These should probably just be 3 evenly matched. But again, I don't know how to combo with a trap in my grave because I'm a fucking dingus. But these Twin Twisters were rocking socks all day. I never drew the Feather Duster, but probably would have been good if I did. And then 2 Nibiru for the same reason for the Dark Ruler. Like, you can mostly deal with boards already, and like the only deck that I'm really scared of is Sword Soul. Like, this whole extra deck is kind of just dedicated to Sword Soul because Protoss is just an FTK against my deck. But I only play 2 because like it's fine to see, but they can make Baron as their 3rd summon, so like what the fuck is the point? I mean, it gets rid of it in the gate. And I guess Lancia is good against them too, just because I'm afraid of Protoss. And I play these just so they don't search Protoss. Like, fuck Protoss. That's the only card.
Protoss is a super generic card right now.
Yeah. Myself and Protoss were the only 2 cards that I would have lost to today. Although the Sword Soul player I did lose to didn't even summon Protoss. So.
That's crazy. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. And that was insane. Also, shout out to Cody. Couldn't make it today, but we miss him.
We all miss Cody.
Hope I did him proud. And thank you.
Thank you. Deuces.